Hello, Mrs Walford here. I'm going to be reading your bedtime story tonight, and Caleb has chosen It's Not My Day. It's one of his favourite books. Robbie is a grubby boy with dirt upon his knees. He doesn't clean his teeth or use a hanky for a sneeze. He burps out loud in public and flicks bogies at his dad. His habits are disgusting and it makes his family sad. Really, Robbie, wipe your nose, it's making us feel sick. But Robbie doesn't listen, he just gives his lips a lick. Snot dribbles down his dirty face like melting candle wax. It mixes with his cornflakes and it trickles on his snacks. His mummy sends him off to school with tissues for his nose, but Robbie doesn't use them, he just wipes them on his clothes. His sleeves have shiny markings like a snail has crawled along. Robbie doesn't care at all, he can't see how it's wrong. His school friends are disgusted. They don't want to be mean, but no one wants to get too close to someone so unclean. Then Robbie gets a cold one day and his nose becomes more runny. The green slime trickles down his face, but he just thinks it's funny. His teacher sends him home to bed as the snot begins to drool. Mummy tucks his sheets in and the mucus forms a pool. She puts a bucket on the floor. If you won't use a hanky, we'll have to catch it somewhere or your room will get so manky. Robbie reads his magazine and then drifts off to sleep. But his nose just keeps on running and the snot begins to creep. Along the floor and out the door it trickles down the stairs, into the lounge and the kitchen where it picks up all the chairs. It oozes through the cat flap and down the road it goes, sweeping up small creatures as on and on it flows. The snot wave surges through the park, startling all the ducks. It steadily grows higher as it covers passing trucks. Mr. Hughes is worried. He searches for his boat. It hasn't been used in ages, but he hopes he stays afloat. He rides the waves of gloopy green and paddles into town. He wants to stage a rescue so nobody will drown. Mum looks out and gives a scream. It's Mrs. Yale from number 4. Dad paddles down the hallway and pulls hard upon the door. He tugs and tugs, but it's no use. The door is firmly stuck. I can't get out, he hollers. It's glued tight with this yuck. The family don't know what to do. They move upstairs in fright. I'll search in Boogle, that might help. Hey, look, I found a site. They dial up emergencies. We have a dire situation. A tidal wave of mucus is threatening the nation. The voice stays calm. They'll handle this and send out their best team. They'll assess the situation, for it does sound quite extreme. Soon there's a thrumming in the air. They look up and see a chopper. It's a Special Forces unit, an airborne bogey stopper. The helicopter hovers high above with tissues at the ready. They'll drop them down onto Robbie's house as the pilot holds her steady. Then someone yells, "Look out below!" and the crew begin to curse. If things look bad when they arrived, now they've just got worse. Screams and yells pass through the town as people start to shake. This is more than just a tidal wave. It's a monster bogey quake. Let's do it, team, the pilot roars. We have to stop this beast. He pulls down on the lever and the tissues are released. Gotcha! Hollers Robbie as he sits up in bed. Mummy wipes his sweaty face and puts a cold cloth on his head. Poor darling boy, it's just a dream. It's going to be all right. Your cold gave you a fever and dreadful dreams all night. Now Robbie's cold has disappeared and his nose is not so runny. Best of all, he's cleaner now and no longer thinks it's funny to sneeze and cough and let germs spread, for here's what Robbie knows. A habit that gets out of hand just grows and grows and grows. The end. I hope you enjoyed that. Good night.